You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
Sounds like some bad movie.
Oh, we are back yet again for yet another Oscar film.
Welcome.
Yeah,
yes, we are. They're Norwegians, Mac.
Hey, Sweden. Mac, they're Norwegian. Hey, Sweden. I love that. I just love Mac. I mean, he's my spirit animal.
Yeah.
He really is.
But yeah, well, welcome to Moviesucktastic. I'm Scott. That's Joey. Mac's not here. And we're reviewing the next Best Picture Oscar nominee, Sentimental Value.
Sentimental Value. Here,
a nice little Norwegian doom and gloom portrait of despair, I would say.
Something like that. This is another director where he's worked with these actors before. Yeah, so this is up for 9 Oscar nominations.
Yeah, this is a very popular film.
You know, this is one of the more hyped movies of the Oscar year.
Yeah.
I mean, for good reason. I mean, it does hit.
I'll tell you why.
It hits all those notes that the Academy loves. The big one. The big one.
That's about Hollywood itself.
Oh, right.
The narcissistic navel gazing is insanely present in this film.
This is true. All right, let's go over these nominees. It's nominated for Best International Feature Film.
Mm-hmm.
It's nominated for Best Picture. It's nominated for Best Director. And every actor in this movie is nominated. So it is nominated for Best Actress in a Leading Role. Renate Reinsve. Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, Stellan Skarsgård. Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role, Elle Fanning. Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role, Inga Lobsdottir Elias.
Oh, you were doing so good with Skarsgård.
Hey, that one I can pronounce. You try it.
No.
Best Original Screenplay and Best Film Editing, which I think is kind of, it's a film about a guy trying to make a movie.
Yeah.
And then they nominated for editing. It's like, this film doesn't scream amazing editing to me. It doesn't. Including like near the end where he's talking about like the one scene and he's like, yeah, it's going to be one long shot. And then they do that scene and it's one long shot. And I'm like, come on, man. This is the editing we're talking about here.
Well, they warned you at least.
They did. So as far as like, let's just talk international feature film here. What are its competition? You have The Secret Agent from Brazil. It Was Just an Accident from France. Sentimental Value from Norway. Surat from Spain. And The Voice of Hind Rajab, Tunisia. I think this is going to win that. It's between that and The Secret Agent, in my opinion. And I haven't seen any of these except for I've only seen this film. So I don't know. I don't know.
The only other one I've seen is Secret Agent. And I think just from hype alone, it might win. But if it wins Best International Feature, I don't know how many supporting actor Oscars it actually wins.
I don't know. So, like, Best Supporting Actor, you've got Benicio del Toro for One Battle, Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo, Sinners, Sean Penn, One Battle, and Stellan Skarsgård. Like I said, I'm thinking it's going to be Delroy Lindo for Sinners or Jacob Elordi. I think those are your two front runners. For Best Actress, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Keep bringing her up for a reason. Then you've got Supporting Actress, Elle Fanning, Inga for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan Weapons, Wunmi Masaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle. Honestly, I mean, I think you're looking at Inga here for Sentimental Value, or maybe a dark horse of Amy Madigan for Weapons.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It, I feel like I just the acting was okay, but none of it really I thought was exceptional to the point of an Oscar category. It was all just very good acting.
Director, I think it's going to Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle.
Yeah.
And editing. Jesus, editing. I think I picked F1 for that. Because a movie like F1, I mean, yes. If you don't have good editing, you're not getting it very far with a film like that. Yeah. So it's like One Battle, Sinner, Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, and F1. That's going to F1. Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
So, it's interesting. Yeah. I mean, this movie isn't nominated for... I thought it would be nominated for cinematography. It's not. I thought it had some decent cinematography in it. It is nominated for original screenplay. Let's see. Original screenplay. Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, and Sinners. I have a feeling Marty Supreme's going to walk with that one. Don't know why. I just got a feeling. Don't know. Anyway. But yeah, so the film opens up with the one daughter of this film director, and she does theater work. And it opens up with her with like horrific stage fright.
Well, hold on. It actually opens up with the opening montage about the house, which is very important. The house is a character in the film.
Yes,
yeah, sorry, I don't mean to step on your toes there. But
fine.
But yeah, it starts with her reading an essay she wrote as a child about the house as like an entity, and having emotions like it's an entity, but a lot of negative emotions. Like, does the house feel sad? Does the house feel empty? Does the house feel alone?
Does it feel pain?
Does it? Yeah, and all these reflections of this broken childhood that the two sisters have, as the main characters of the film, that grew up in this broken house where the father, the film director father, leaves and abandons them to go back to Sweden.
Yeah, he goes back. Him and his wife aren't getting along anymore, and they file for divorce. Don't file the papers, but he leaves. He doesn't he leaves. He goes to a different country. It's like that. That's a choice. I mean, like, you have two children and you decide to leave, and you're not a part of their lives anymore.
So the whole film is basically about how these two are, or basically the main character, the main sister. What's her name in the film? Nora.
Nora is the theater worker. Yep,
Nora. That's the main one. That's the lead. And Agnes is the sister. She's kind of like the younger sister, successful, but obviously not.
She was in one of his films. She was in one of his films as a child. Mm-hmm. And Elle Fanning she's like a superstar. Super famous actress. She enjoys his film. She goes to one of his screenings, and that's how they meet. But before that, he wrote a script, and he offers the role to his oldest daughter, Nora, who does theater work, because he feels that she is perfect for the film, and he cannot see anybody else in the role. But the daughter basically tells him to go fuck off because of what he did when they were younger and all that. And She says she can't work with
And
him. He's too
I think
difficult.
I think and his persistent distance from them, throughout their life, not just the leaving part, but like the staying distant and not communicating with them,
Right.
or ever coming. Yeah. So I think it's an ongoing situation. Just to underline that.
Yeah, for sure. So, she says she won't work with him. So, fast forward, he's at one of his screenings, and Elle Fanning's character, Rachel Kemp, our character's name is Rachel Kemp. She loves his films, and she loves that film in particular, and she meets him, and he decides to recruit her to star in his film that he wrote the screenplay for his daughter. And he's, working with it. He's even going to make the movie in English, and instead of having it spoken in Norwegian. And so, it's a struggle for him, and he's also a battling alcoholic. It doesn't seem like he gets drunk all the time, but he gets drunk enough.
I didn't think he was battling it too much.
And he also has like a slight heart condition because he's taking pills, and he drinks too much often enough. I don't know. There's a scene in the movie where they show his face, and his daughter's faces are morphing in and out of his face, and it's basically showing that they are all similar in some way.
Yeah, see, it's there. The film goes a little meta with the blending of the film craft and the movie, as
Right.
far as being reality or being the play itself or the movie itself, and that stuff irritates me a little bit. It didn't do it enough that it distracted from the movie, but I did take notice.
Yeah, and that's
Not care for it.
yeah. I mean, it's just something that they did.
Yeah. So the most important thing about this whole interaction is the screenplay itself, because supposedly the screenplay is inspired by the father director's mother, who was a survivor of the Nazi war camp, or
Right.
the
When
Nazi
she went to
war
prison and was
situation.
tortured, she was in prison for
Right.
like 8 years or something like that, and she was tortured.
Yeah.
And she
And then
ultimately ends up committing suicide. What? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, she ends up committing suicide. He's only 7 years old, and he finds her. So, he insists that this screenplay has nothing to do with his mother. It's not about her at all. And, you kind of believe him a little bit because the daughter is pretty fucked up herself. And I think he realizes that. And I think he kind of writes this script and tries to get her to be in the film almost as if it's therapeutic. It's like, you'll do this and you're going to feel better, and
Well-
you're going to get a big break, and people are going to love you in this movie, and I'm directing it. And, it's like he's trying to do that for her.
Well, it's partly too because he as Agnes says after she reads the screenplay, because Nora refuses. Agnes says that this is not about his mother. This is about you, and this, and even though he was not told about her suicide attempt by anybody, past suicide attempt. She's like, somehow he knows, and this is in here, but this is about you. The screenplay is the way he communicates, because he's an artist, so he can't communicate in art, so he has to communicate, or he can't communicate in real life, so he has to communicate through art. So that's what the screenplay is.
Right.
It's him communicating with her, trying to help her out because he knows that she's hurting, because they're all carrying this generational grief, this inherited trauma from for everything from the war to their split up, and how that affected them, and how they all just carry this around. The house is a great metaphor for that. The house is supposed to kind of encompass the idea of the house, the family, but at the end of the introduction of the house, it mentions the cracked foundation and how there's this huge flaw that's going to sink it.
Well,
and that's
yeah,
pretty much
he describes it as a defect. The house has
Right.
a defect.
And that main defect is basically that nobody in this house knows how to fucking communicate with each other.
Right.
And that's fine. And I get it. It's a driving force of the movie. But for me, at a certain point, you just want somebody to start talking.
I know, right?
Yeah. And I had a problem connecting this with this film on a personal level. I have parents. I have siblings. So I should know how this feels. And I don't like feel any of this shit. So I obviously come from a different perspective. I feel like it's mainly a film about daddy issues, and I think if most women have daddy issues, so they should enjoy it on that level.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
I mean, and I'm not saying it's their fault. It's obviously the father's fault.
Well, he's definitely the catalyst.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, we got to bring up the best birthday present ever.
Oh my God! So he has a grandson, and he eventually wants the grandson to be in the film to play him, basically, or he says it's not about him and his mother, but he wants to play the son, right? So he's coming around again, and he's playing catch with his grandson, and he's teaching him how to do like forced perspective shots on the camera, and it's fun, and he's laughing, and so this little kid has a fucking birthday, and
so again, before you get to that part, I just want to underline this again. He's communicating with his grandson, but through film, through art.
Yes.
He doesn't know how to communicate as a person, just through art. So that kind of underlines what you're getting to.
And just, so everybody knows, this kid's like 9 or 10 years old. I mean, he's young. Very, very young.
He was 7.
No, I think they were saying that he's got a birthday coming up in the beginning, and he said he was 9 or something like that.
I totally zoned out on his age. Yeah, I should have known.
I mean, he's young. I mean, he's young.
But he's young.
Yeah. So anyway, he gives him a bunch of gifts, and you're looking at him, and then I see the film Irreversible. And I'm like, this motherfucker just gave his grandson the film Irreversible.
Did you see the other one?
I actually didn't. I didn't look anything past Irreversible.
The other one is the film called The Piano Teacher.
Oh, yes, I did see that. I didn't know what that one was.
That one's equally fucked up for a child.
Oh, okay.
especially when his grandfather leans over and goes, "This one teach you about relationships." It's like, no.
Oh, and then we're Irreversible. He goes, "Oh, Monica Bellucci in this one. Oh man." That's what he says. He goes, "Holy shit."
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, obviously, nobody said anything.
That's part of the film.
Nobody says anything when the kid gets these gifts, because I have a feeling it's kind of an inside joke. Like the director's like, nobody would give their kids this stuff because it's fucked up, and obviously children should not be watching these things. So that's why I don't think anyone said, it's like, you can't watch this, or like, why'd you give him that?
Well,
can't watch that.
They just take it away later. The grandpa doesn't have to know.
So nothing was brought up. So I think it was kind of like an inside joke. It's just like if someone was really interested, it's like, oh, what, that movie Irreversible? What's that? And then they look it up and they're like, oh my God.
Well, it's a nice Easter egg for audiences not familiar with those films. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I always look up books when I see them in films. So if I saw a movie, I'd definitely be looking that up too.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the whole house metaphor for the family, I kind of dug that. It's there's no real plot twists. There's this kind of culmination, this building or this evolution of pain. One of my favorite parts is when the married guy she's hooking up with gets the divorce, and then she's like, "Nah, not interested."
Right. She's like, "Oh, we don't have to hide ourselves anymore," and he's like, "I don't think so." Because I don't know about us. It's like, I'm on the market again, and you're fucking crazy.
Anybody cheating with a married person, what are you thinking? This is not somebody you trust. Case in point.
Exactly.
It's like missing the forest for the trees there.
I know.
Hi.
Pretty crazy.
But I mean, I mean, the film didn't touch me emotionally like other films did on this list, unexpectedly. So I definitely was open to that experience, though. But for me, and partly because of the meta mixing with the stage and screen and reality, I just didn't take it as any further as a performance. I didn't feel like I was watching real people. I thought I was watching actors, which I was.
Yeah.
It just they're just switching roles throughout the film, and the film kind of winks and nods about that to begin with, and that never really appeals to me. That seems like I don't know. I just in this case I didn't work. In this case, it didn't work for me. I thought the film would have been better off straight up told.
Probably. I mean, in the end, I enjoyed the film. I thought it was a well-made movie. I don't know. I mean,
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
There's been some controversy online, and I've seen some people say that one of the biggest travesties that takes place in this film is the remodeling of the home at the end. And I wondered what
Well-
your thought was on what that meant to the underlying theme about family.
now that was
grief.
another. So that was another thing that I saw there, but was that because the home was sold and
No.
new owners went and remodeled it, or
No, he stayed
What-
there. He stayed. Yeah, no, it's implied that he stayed there and remodeled the home to live in it instead of selling it.
Oh, okay. So the thing is,
That's why they show his friend. I'm pretty sure that's his friend that starts tearing down the tiles at the end.
okay.
Like one of the
oh,
guys
right,
who did
right,
it.
right. Oh, you're
And
right.
so I felt that was an indication of this is my people doing this.
But the
Yeah,
thing is,
and that's
too,
why-
he said, "Oh, we're going to film this movie in the house. It'll be perfect." And then at the end of the film, you see that the movie's being done on a set, and it looks exactly like the old house. So it's like, why did you remodel the house if you were just going to build a set?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Why?
I don't know why.
Okay. No,
I
because
don't
there's a
know
lot
why.
of discussion about it online. I didn't know if you had an angle on it because some people have seen it as a way of kind of saying that the way you live with like grief and trauma is you don't fix it. You just kind of cover it up with a new facade and just live with it. And this is kind of the way he does that. And at the end, his daughter actually acting in the role is kind of like their way of communicating that this is how it is. But they understand this is the only way they can really communicate with each other.
Right, right. Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. So,
I was just curious because other people have said it's a damn travesty. That playhouse was fine before you went ahead and tore it apart. What was wrong with that?
I don't know.
Real estate people.
I don't kind of don't care.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they painted the
Usually-
outside white, which is a horrible color for
See,
outside.
that's what I've been seeing. A lot of people didn't like the new color change.
I mean, well, listen, I don't think red and gray and brown is great either, but white? Do you want to power wash this thing every fucking year? I mean, come on, man. You painted it
well,
white.
he took his tainted past and he whitewashed it to make it livable.
I guess so.
That's why
mean,
everything's white inside and out. He pretty much whitewashed it just because it's better than that than to wallow in that grief from the past. That's one way to look at it, at least.
yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, whatever. It's
Swedish
fine.
nonsense.
Norwegian. So what is this thing currently rated on IMDb?
It's got to be lower than 7.
No, it's a 7.8.
It can't be lower than. It's 7.8.
It's pretty high, actually.
Yeah, it is.
And a lot of votes, too. 42,000. So,
I personally gave it 3 or 3.5 stars on Letterboxd. I forget which.
I mean, I'm good with giving this a 7.
Yeah, same here.
I like the film. I just...
Not excited about it.
Yeah.
But it'll do, pig.
Yeah, and as far as Best Picture goes, I mean, it's got the Best Director, so in my opinion, that makes it one of the 5 if they only had 5 nominees.
Yeah.
I think it's winning international because they're not going to give it Best Picture.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Oh, I gotta give it bonus points for trashing Netflix and then getting distributed by Netflix.
That is true. The interviewer, he talks to him and he's talking to her about this doing drama and he's like, she's the best actress of her generation. You should be lucky that she's even considering to do this movie. What kind of question is that? But it's all in Norwegian. So she doesn't understand anything that's going on. She just knows that he's angry. Because his producer or his partner, he's like, how do you feel about this being released on Netflix streaming?
The interviewer.
And he goes, and is theaters going to be an option? And Stellan Skarsgård, his character, he looks at him confused. He's like, why wouldn't it be in theaters? So his partner comes over. He goes, yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. Meaning that hasn't been decided yet. They're trying to get it in theaters, but it'll most likely just be streaming. So,
and they painted that as an obviously negative aspect to it of dealing with Netflix.
Yes, good point.
Being a devil's advocate or a lesser evil kind of situation. So, I give kudos to Netflix for saying, still we'll make money on this. So fun. I like that. I hope that comes up in the Oscar intros.
Sure.
Monologues.
Why not?
Which I don't know if I'll watch, but we'll see.
I don't know. I'm interested to see if Conan O'Brien talks about Rob Reiner being at his Christmas party a day before he was murdered by his son.
I don't know why bring up unpleasantness like that. It's a celebration. He's going to be in the whole montage. There's no reason to do that.
Well, no, I think it's not only that. I think they're going to celebrate him a couple of times throughout the Oscars. I really do.
You can't pick and choose. Then you have to do that for everybody.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, no. I mean, the fact of how tragic his death was, and the fact that he's made some of the best films Hollywood has.
Again, I think it's too much. That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you.
If they do it, it's too much.
Clearly he's going to be in the death dedication, but they're going to do a whole piece. They're going to do a whole piece aside from that. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. If they do that, I'm definitely not tuning in.
Expect it. That's all I'm telling you. Expect it.
I disagree. I disagree.
You don't think they're going to have a whole dedication separately from the month?
No, because it's too much. Because it's singling out one person, all the other people we've lost over the year, and there's a lot of people that died. You're going to spend Hackman. Look at how horrible Hackman died.
He was in last year's dedication. That's not this year. That was last year.
What I'm saying, that was a horrible way to go. He had a great career. They didn't spend an extra segment talking about it.
I think they did, but anyway. Yeah, no. So, no. Here, personal bet. No, we don't have to do money, but I'm betting you that they're going to do it. And
I'll meet you on Kelsey, sir.
Yeah, okay. All right, so what are we doing? We're giving this a 7?
Right. 7, solid 7.
I'm good with a 7.
Already locked into place.
Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and end this little guy. All right, let's do that. We're gonna end the show. We're gonna do that right now. You can go to Moviesucktastic.com. Yeah, we're gonna go. You can go to Moviesucktastic.com and you can download our show there. I work hard on the site for you guys. I want you to enjoy the website. You know, I hear Sebastian coming down the stairs. You can go to our website. You can download our show. You can listen to the show right on the website, and you can click on the YouTube link and you can watch the show. You can also go to iTunes and you can listen to the show there as well. You can go to Facebook.com/Moviesucktastic. and you can see whatever we're posting. It all goes there. You can go to letterbox.com/moviesucktastic. You see what Scott's doing there. You enjoy that. And you can leave us email at themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. You can leave us voicemail at 908-514-4470. You can also download our podcast player at moviesucktastic.com/mst.apk, or you can just download your favorite podcast player and do a search for Movie Sucktastic. Everything that we have comes right up, 100% free. It's all there to download. We're on a ton of different streaming sites like Spotify and iHeartRadio and satellite radio, Sirius satellite radio. I think they were Stitcher and Pandora and all absorbed there. You can find us there, and you can just do a search and on a browser for Movie Sucktastic, and everything we have comes right up. Do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
They're Norwegian, Mac.
Hey, Sweden! Whoa!
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh yeah.
What are you doing here?
Oh yeah, I told you I'd come in.
You're coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I warned you about it too.
Oh, okay. All right, everybody, like and subscribe. You heard the kid. All right. We'll talk to you next week when we review 2 more Oscar films. We don't know what they're going to be yet, but 2 more. Expect that next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.